Hi, my name is Leo. I'm with the Dobbs Take YouTube channel and newspaper, and today I'm showing you how to do the Scarlet Witch or Wanda Maximoff's cool magic effect, because depending on when you're watching this, by the time you watch this, WandaVision will have been out for a couple days. But when it only just came out and I haven't seen it yet, so I'm very excited to show you this effect. We're going to be doing it two ways. Neither of these requires a green screen. They're very easy. Hope you enjoy. For this effect, you're only going to need the one shot this time. The weird hand thing she does with her hands, I guess. So yeah, that's all you're going to need. And now with your shot in Hitfilm, in a composite shot, look for the point where you want your hand thing to start, your magic to materialize. I want you to create a new layer and make it a plane, make it black, name it Fractal. Okay, now drag its starting point all the way to where you want it to start and add the effect fractal noise. Open up the controls panel. Change the type to energy. In transform, bring that scale down. And set a keyframe for seed so that it moves naturally. And you want to make it about the same amount of seconds your video has. So for mine it would be 6 because mine starts about 2 seconds in. So then you see mine moving like this. Okay, good, it's moving. If you want to make it a little faster, you can just go up here and set it to a higher number, like 8. Yeah, there we go. I think I like that. Now, I want you to search for contrast and use the brightness and contrast effect. That way we can up the brightness just a little bit and up the contrast a whole lot. And now, under the fractal noise settings again, go to Appearance, Color 2, set that to red, because her magic is red. And now, if you were to set it to blend mode add, right now, that's what it would look like. Maybe you want to switch that up a little bit. Maybe you want to make it bigger or smaller, or maybe a little darker. Whatever you want. Anyway, I like the way mine looks right now, so I'm just going to make this into a composite shot. Make sure you call it Move with Layer, and you can just call it Fractal. And now, as you can see, it's not additive anymore, so just make it blend mode add. And now just mask out where you want your energy to be. Like for me, it would be around my hand. Use a circular mask, that way you get more. For me, it would be around my hand. But you probably want it around your hand. And feather that out. Maybe you want it a little more variant, so move the mask around a little bit, add some more lines. Whatever. Okay, now, if you were to click off, you can see it looks like this. And see, that's fine, except that it doesn't move with your thing. With your hand. So go back to the first frame, mask, go to your mask settings, and set a keyframe for path. And now just animate your mask to move with your hand. Do that. You can select all of them by selecting the pen tool and dragging, so you can go move all of them. Okay, so now that you're done, if you were to look through your footage, you have your magic moving around your hand. Good. Now, as you can see, I already made mine fade out by making it shrink. But if you wanted to make it fade in, you could have it start tiny, itty bitty, and move it up. Yeah. Okay, so that is the first method of how to do it. Okay, now the second way. This is a little bit, I don't know if I would say harder, but it definitely, I think it looks better. So, I have my footage and I've duplicated it. So, go forward a couple frames and just nudge that bottom one forward. Or maybe to where you want to, yeah. Just nudge that bottom one forward. Okay. And now search for difference key and attach it to the top. And for the source layer, you should pick the second one. Yeah. So your thing's gonna look kind of crazy, especially if you were to turn this off, this bottom layer off. It's just kind of looking a little weird and crazy right now, and that's okay. That is okay. It's doing what it's supposed to. Now maybe if I were you, I mean I'm not, but for me, I'm gonna turn that blurred comparison up and the threshold down a little bit and the softness up. So you're asking me, Leo, now all I have is this weirdness around my fingers. Fear not. Just attach a hue colorize to this. Or not, actually. Sorry. A fill effect. And change the fill color to red for her powers. And now, as you can see, well, you now have this. Now, there's still going to be, well, in my shot there's not. But if there is a little bit of weirdness around here, just draw a mask around the part that you want it to show up in. And that'll be the end of it. And so just adjust the settings to your liking. In the difference key, maybe you want this blurred comparison down. You don't want it to be so blurry. Maybe you want the threshold to be up or down so that it covers the whole thing, or more or less. I don't know. This was an effect that you can make. This is an effect you can make your own. Or maybe if you want it to be more obvious, nudge it forward a few more frames. And, or not. Just, it's up to you. Now you will have to maybe feather your mask a little bit. Or even add a glow effect or two. I say or two because sometimes having more than one is really good. It really makes the effect look complete. Like for me, I'm gonna do one glow and then just make this radius way higher on the second one so that it looks like the thing's glowing. And yeah, I really like this. Now, yeah, that's a problem. So what you're going to do is highlight both of these, click Make Composite Shot, and just call it Magic Hands or whatever. And add your original footage under it. and set a keyframe for opacity. It starts at 0 so that you don't see this weirdness. And then eventually, once you get to where you want it to start, or just before you want it to start, drag this 0 keyframe. And then a couple frames in, make it 100. Well, so yeah, that is 2 ways to do the Scarlet Witch effect. I'm very excited for WandaVision. I don't know about you guys. I'm so excited. I'm a massive Marvel fan, and I think Scarlet Witch is one of the coolest superheroes. Very underrated. But I'm very excited to see what they're going to do next. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Subscribe to the channel and also to the Dobbs Take. Hey, here's an idea. If there's an effect you want to see me do, just email it to us, dobbstake@gmail.com. It's great inspiration for me. Or even if it's an effect I've never done before, it'll help me create new ones. Yeah. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to the Dobbs Take. Email dobbstake@gmail.com. Subject subscription, please. Yeah, that's about it. Goodbye.